I was so close to finishing that. Damn it. And I'm too tired to do it again. So the range starts at right here at the 4 and includes the 4 and then goes upward to infinity. And that's the second part. Then find the domain and the range of the inverse. And that's that. I thought for sure I could get through 5. All right, 6 is another matching. Okay, now this is 4 to the x plus 5. Now keep in mind that the basic function would be this right here. And those functions look like this. This is an exponential. So it's going to run along. It's going to cross at 1. And it's going to run along the x-axis and then curve up like this. That's your basic, that's your basic f of x is equal to something to the x power. But then we put this, add 5 to it. So that means this thing is going to go up 5 units. So it's going to go from here at 0, 1, then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. So looking at this picture, that would be this one. It's at 0, 6, but remember it started at 0, 1, so it went up 5 and it looks like that. It's D. And then 7 and 8 says convert each exponential equation into an equivalent logarithmic. Okay. Remember that the base in the exponential form is the same base in log form. So this will be log base, the same base here, which is 4. And then remember, logarithms are always equal to what the exponent is in exponential form. So that 3 is going to go here. And then the only thing you have left is the 64, so it's got to go there. Okay. Same thing on the next one. The exponent is the -2, even though this didn't type very well, but it is that. And the base is e. Now in this one, because we're using base e, you could write it log base e of the t equals a -2, but you really shouldn't. Because it's base e, that is the natural log of t equals -2. Okay, so that's the base right here. It's also the base right here, but here it's invisible. There's less to write. And then your exponent was the -2, so anyway, this is the preferred method, because if you wanted to do log base e with the log on your calculator, you'd have to plug in the value for e, and that's a lot more work than we need to do. So remember, this is an invisible e, so I use my little dash thing there. All you need to write is the natural log of t equals -2. I think I've worn that question out. All right, so that's 7 and 8. And then another graph. Match this one. Okay, now this one, I know it's hard to tell, but this is actually base e raised to the x plus 5. If you look at the x and the 5, they're on this, I say they're on the same playing field. They're not down with the e, like, where's that other graph? Like this one, the 5 is on the same playing field as the 4. They're on the same level. So that way you know it's 4 to the x, and then you add a 5 to that. Whereas on this one, it's e to the x plus 5. Now you're still starting with that same basic graph of going through, it goes through 0, 1, looks like this. But because you have this plus 5 right here, that means you're going to shift it 5 units to the left. And that is going to put it from, get a blue one, from here to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units right there. So this is the graph. It's D. And then I'll do these two. Convert each logarithmic equation into an equivalent exponential equation. Again, the base in log land is the same base in exponent land. So this is base 5. And then remember, logarithms are exponents. So when you see a log of something set equal to something, that something is your exponent. It's like yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, the only thing left in that logarithm over there was the 125, so that's what it's got to equal. So in this one, it's the exponent would be the 12, and the base would be the W. So it's going to be W raised to the 12 equals the only thing that's left, and that's that Q right there. All right. Okay, what's my next question? Let me see. Oh, it's another graph. Yep, I can get this one in. Okay. F of x equals, and again, it starts off with the basic f of x is equal to 3 to the x, which is, it goes through 0, 1 here, right? It looks like that. But then they put a minus 2 in the parentheses. So that means this is going to go 2 to the right. So I'm going to go 1, 2 to the right. So now this is shifted like this. And then, need another color, green. Then they put a minus 2 on it, which means the whole thing is now going to drop down. So this was my point. It's going to go down 1, 2 to here, and now it runs like that. So originally the x-axis was your asymptote. Now your asymptote is, 0 was your asymptote. Now it's the minus 2. So which one's that going to be? It's B. B. B, 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 B. And I'm stopping before I get cut off.